Hello guys, welcome back in the new video, and I hope you are all doing well. Today I'm going to talk about the topic why to reconnect with our subconscious mind and unconscious mind. That means with subtle levels of our mind. It's going to be a little bit like continuation of previous video. If you didn't see it yet, watch it out. If you are interested in the topic was why to meditate and how to approach the practice. Again, the topic is why to reconnect with our subtle levels of our mind. The question why, we know from the childhood, no? Because what happened, if we know why, if we know the reason why we should do something, we actually understand. Come on, Birdie, I'm talking now. Okay, once we understand why, then it's much more easier for us to apply it, to understand it, and actually to do the change. But until we don't understand what is happening, why is it happening, we actually cannot do anything. Come on, bro. Good. He's just helping me probably. So let me ask you, I would love to know how many of you in your life experience the moment when there is one situation repeating again and again, maybe just a little different form, but still is repeating and you feel stuck in the cycle? Just tell me how many of you, because myself, I experience it a lot. And still there is what to experience, in such a level. Okay, my friend just left. So let me know in the comment, or if you want to even text me, what situation you are repeating all the time. And it's not that the situation is repeating to you. It's actually you are repeating this situation all the time. You are creating it, but it seems that we are not doing it because it's happening on the subtle level of our mind, which we are not aware of. It can be subconscious mind and it can be even unconscious mind, okay? Because as I was talking in previous video, the consciousness itself, it's like a mind stream traveling. There is a transition from one life to another life, okay? So there are very deep, in Sanskrit is samskaras, or it's maybe Pali, it doesn't matter. There are some very deep ones which we take from the past life and we have it now, but it's in unconscious mind. Very subtle level of the mind which is transited from one incarnation to the another one, okay? And these are mostly the biggest, the deepest programs, patterns which we are stuck in. And these patterns making the most complicated karmic cycles in our lives. The repeated situations all the time and again and again. And it can continue so far that if we still are not able to understand it, to see through it, it can even cost us not only emotional and psychological suffering, but it can turn even into the physical pain, illness. Nobody wants that, okay? We have enough troubles to face, right, in daily life. So why we should keep going the same things? And this is what I want to talk about, because once we connect and open this door into you need to go systematically, okay? It doesn't go like, okay, now I connect to the unconscious mind. it would be too easy. You need to go very, very systematically. First of all, you need to understand how the mind functions. There is many levels of the mind. There is this intellectual, which seems to be quite smart because it helps us to move in this reality. The intellectual mind actually works with our senses, okay? So the senses are like radars. We receive a signal from outside, intellectual mind resolve it, analyze it, and act accordingly, okay? This is intellectual mind. But then we need to go deeper, subconscious and unconscious mind, and that's more difficult. Some people, they don't know how to connect. Some people, they don't want to connect. They are like ignorant, you know, like, oh no, the problem is not in me. I am conscious about everything. It's not me. Actually, in this case is the exactly opposite. But in any case, it's always us. Okay? This is very important to remember, because if we forgot it, we go again to the victim role, and we are victim of the outer happenings, and which is again cycle. And we can be victim consciously or unconsciously or subconsciously, but we are still victim, and this is one of the biggest cycles which happenings to all of us, even to me. And sometimes like my one feet still wants to go there, but then it's like, Kamila, this will not work anymore because you are aware of this pattern, okay? And so yes, the reason why to connect with subconscious mind and unconscious mind is to find your answers for liberating yourself from the cycles, okay? It's very important to always know why we do this, why we do anything, because if we doesn't have any intention, any motivation, any reason why we do things, why we should do them then, you know? So first of all, if you want to connect with your subconscious mind and unconscious mind, what is your reason to do that? I highly recommend to all the human beings to take this opportunity, because it's gift somehow to be able to do this. Who else in our reality can do that actually? To consciously connect with subconscious and unconscious mind and make it conscious. That's nice. Yes. So with the practice of meditation, you actually are doing this. You start with the surface, with the intellectual, and you go deeper and deeper. It all takes time, and it's not about only meditation practice. It's also about integrating all the knowledge comes from inside, from your unconscious mind, from your subconscious mind. Everything what comes out, you are aware of this. The challenge, the biggest challenge, is to live it, to apply it into your life, and to start doing the changes the changes in your daily life. So and as it will move you deeper and deeper, you will see the difference that suddenly you face something what you were facing before, but somehow there is this objectivity, like you don't see the situation only in front of you, but you can watch it like from around, and you start contemplating, like trying to see it from different point of views. You start to more observe and less react, because the reaction is actually the barrier between seeing reality as it is and repeating the cycle again. The reaction is, let's say, the barrier. And if there the reaction appear again, you can actually observe the reaction while you are reacting. And by giving the awareness, by realizing it, you can actually, or you are already stepping out of it. So you start to slowly liberate yourself. Of course, there is a need of lots of compassion towards yourself, because also, like, when you go deeper and deeper, you go deeper and deeper into happenings outside. You do not understand only your deeper levels, but you start to see through the others more, through the situations more. And so you experience the depth, like you experience everything deeper, what is outside and what is inside. It always go hand to hand, or like, hand to hand. The deeper you go inside yourself, the deeper you experience the life outside. But there is need of observation. Without the observation, we actually never can liberate ourselves. That's what happens sometimes. As some people, they meditate, they go deeper and deeper and deeper, but there is lack of wisdom, and even we can get lost in the outer energies, or in somebody else, or in ourselves, because we do it, we go deeper, we can go deep, but then there needs to be this observer, inner observer, this healthy detachment, not ignorance, not suppression, but healthy detachment. So actually, whatever is happening inside and whatever is happening outside, we watch like a movie. And I'm not saying it's always easy, like sometimes we just get catched by those situations, or even by our mind. And that's drill, that's all the practice. It's like, that's why it's called path of compassion, no? Because we need lots of, I hope it's not disturbing you a lot. We need a lot of compassion in this incarnations, in this life, in this world. And just to explain you a little bit more, what is happening if we do not solve those deep samkaras, these deep-rooted patterns, okay? What happens then? Of course, it can transfer into some mental problems, or some emotional blockages, and or even physical pain or the illness, as I said. But we have the life to liberate ourselves from those patterns. Many people look for purpose of the life, but the purpose of the life is actually the purification and liberation. But we are just wasting our time by looking for a purpose of our life, and not doing actually the main thing. So if we waste the life, if we continue as we continue, even with pills, without pills, sick or no sick, because sometimes the problems doesn't need to appear in this incarnation, they can appear in the next one, and that's much more difficult then to find a root pattern which caused it. So it's always our choice. And if we don't do nothing in this life, for example, we suffer from such a fear, okay? Fear from anything, like fear itself. And now comes the process of the death. You want to tell me that in the moment of the death, you won't be then afraid? I mean, if your whole life keep on being fearful, keeping being afraid from anything, anyone, or whatever, or the death itself, because this is the most scary still for some people. So now when this process comes, and you are dying with such a fear or even guilt, you can die with such a guilt, and it goes So deep, the deepest samskaras, the deepest ones, the deepest rooted patterns come to the surface in the process of dying. Why? Because this mind stream, this consciousness which is transited to another incarnation, just come up and is going to the another incarnation and finding the proper condition, like a parent's place where to be born and so on, and find the conditions to come into the reality where it can be again mirrored by outer reality, by the situations, by people, by parents and siblings, and so on. And again, another chance to go and purify and liberate yourself. And that's the question, if in the next incarnation you're gonna understand it or again not. And again, you will repeat the same pattern, very deep rooted in the unconscious level. And like this is going again and again. And so just look around and see how much ignorance is there. Even this ignorance is conscious or unconscious, it's still there. And it's such a big pity, because actually the ability, what we are able to do, is limitless. And this, what I'm saying to you, is like, I don't know nothing, I don't know nothing. I am not even able to imagine how much capacity we still have. And now the question is, where this unconscious thing is located, where to find it, like where I should connect to, like somewhere here, or where even the mind is. First of all, there is very important thing to realize that, but not realize intellectually, to understand it. We understand that we are not our mind, but experience it. We need to go for experience, because once we feel it, then nobody can take it from us. And we know it's not only that we understand we are not the mind, but we know we are not the mind. Because why? Because we experience it. First of all, is needed this. And then once you start to analyze and understand how the intellectual mind is working, how it's actually working itself, it's time to go deeper. It's not like, oh, now I understand the mind, now I know how to use it and it's not using me anymore. Of course, this level is important to reach and beautiful, because then you create your life. But do not get stuck, do not get comfortable in this, okay? Because then what happens? As a very smart being, you start to take advantage of others and of the situations, because now I'm creator and I can manipulate the outer reality how I like to. But this is not the final line, actually. You need to go deeper if you want to actually do the liberation properly. So then you go on the subconscious mind. There are techniques how to connect there, okay? Meditation techniques, breathing techniques. There is many ways. You just find yours, actually. And the subconscious mind and unconscious mind, what is the connection between this intellectual mind and subconscious and unconscious mind? What is the connection? And that's the sensations. Have you ever experienced, for example, a situation that you did something wrong, okay, at work or whatever, and you were on the way to your workplace, and you start to feel like very strong tension in your stomach, or like burning here, and you have this sensation and like nervosity and the fear and everything is there. But what happened in this moment? We actually experience it inside, but we do not express it. We do not liberate from it. We just have it and suppressing it and thinking, oh my God, this is gonna be like this is gonna be like this. But we are actually being inside and leaving it there. we leave it there. And then what happened? Then another time we come to the work, you know, and it can be like, it can go, this feeling, or it can stay there, and we are not aware enough if we leave it to stay there and we do not give any attention to it. Because in 99% actually this feeling of the fear was there already before. Already, it can be from the childhood, it can be from the birth itself, it can be from previous incarnation. It was already there. Because if not, why it would appear in the situation when you were on the way to work? As a human beings, the fear is very deep pattern we have, all of us. But it doesn't mean we still cannot liberate ourselves from that fear. And so once you feel it, once you experience it, and you leave it there, you don't do nothing, and you just don't pay the attention to it. The only energy you give to it is like you're feeding it by making scenarios, by putting the attention, but in the wrong way. And so, as it is there, it stays there. And the day after day is passing, you know, you forgot about this, but actually your subconscious and conscious mind did not forget anything, and it's just going deeper into the body. And suddenly the fear can the fear can get stuck somewhere in the body, and then any other situation which you're going to face in the present moment or the future, and it activates this sensation. You know, you have some scary situation, and it's not that the situation is scary. The situation activates your unconscious and subconscious mind, and the mind, the subtle level of the mind, bring it up to the surface, and you feel this feeling again. And it can be guilt, it can be sadness, it can be whatever it can be. So this is what actually is the process of being stuck in the cycle. How to get out? Sometimes we see there is no way out from this. Because actually, exactly when we shut up this commentary, there is no way out, I don't know how to do this, who can help me, what can help me? Stop it all. Okay, the only things you need to do is find your own way which suits you the most to reconnect with subconscious and unconscious mind. And of course, in the beginning, if you're really starting to be aware of those things and you want to, you don't need to do it on your own. There is many people who can actually help you only by sharing, or maybe some techniques, maybe some guidance, maybe some practice which helps you, and slowly go try, experiment, because somebody can reconnect through the sounds, through the music. Somebody can reconnect through meditation itself. Somebody can reconnect through another practices, through the art, just through the relaxation. Or really, there is plenty of those. Well, actually, now I say plenty because I am in the place where is everything possible, and I have never seen such so many ways how to reconnect, actually, like here in India, in Goa, but even already in Europe or anywhere you are, it starts to be more and more. So why to waste more time, more health, more peace, more calm, more joy? Why to waste it all for being stuck in the same things and just complaining that there is no way out, and getting more deeper and deeper? Because if we react all the time the same, you know, with the fear, with the guilt, and what is happening? It's not only that the main pattern, or the root pattern is still there, but we actually cover it and cover it, another reaction, another reaction, another, and then like just imagine how long time it takes to take one, another, because it's not that you start practice and you connect with the root pattern. It's not like this. There are levels, and you go like one by one, and the same, for example, the same pattern of reacting with the fear, let's say, yeah, let's use this fear, let's not combine it and complicate it. Reacting with the fear, even consciously, even unconsciously, but reacting with the fear. What I wanted to say? Yes. No. I'm sorry, there is so many ends and I got distracted. What I was saying, yeah, you just cover it, and yes, now I'm getting back on the track. You do not go directly to the root of the problem, of the pattern, but with all the compassion towards you and towards other, you go slowly, you experience, for example, the reaction with fear in this level, already with awareness, and then once you realize it fully and you experience it, you feel it, you understand on this level that you are not that fear and you don't need to react. Then you move slightly down, and then you experience the fear, but in different form. So also in different levels. So also the situation looks different, a little bit different, okay? And then you realize, oh, again I feel fear, but this is different level than before. But still, why I should react to this? Then you liberate yourself. Then you go deeper, and again, maybe the fear, it will be not such a reaction, like even gesticulation on the face. It can be only the soft sensation here, and you will be already aware, oh yeah, something in subconsciousness here, because all the sensation, remember, are connected with subconscious and unconscious mind. So you feel something and you say, oh, this is fear like before, it's another level and I can liberate. And like this you continue systematically going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And again we come to the question, like what is actually your goal? Or I don't want to use the goal, but what you want to reach, like for someone the intention is to really liberate yourself fully and to reach the enlightenment. But for some of us is mostly like to live happy life, to live inner freedom, inner, like to be detached and to just not being stuck in the same cycles, not repeat them. This is for most of the population of the people. So you just find what you want to reach exactly, then find your way which suits you, and then just go systematically. Do not rush and do not be angry if something goes is shaking with you or is challenging. It needs to be challenging. It needs to be challenging, and you build up the discipline, build up the consistency and compassion, because even you want or not, if you start to do this work seriously, you will understand on the experiential level the need of compassion. Your love will grow so much because you try it. I will not tell you more. You try it. You will understand very well. And about the discipline and consistency and how to approach it all, I was talking in previous video. So if you want, check it out. It can really help you to understand the meaning of today's video. And I think, guys, this is from me all what I wanted to say. It's been beautiful half an hour, so let's leave it like this. And in case you have some more questions or you want to share what you are repeating, and maybe I can use the gift of objectivity and try to help you find the answers for you, which can put you in some direction or what to do next. or like the tip how to resolve it. Yes, because I know very well that when we are stuck in the cycle, we hardly can see the ways out, the solutions. Okay, so yeah, take problems as tools or opportunities to liberate. Okay, don't take a problem as a problem, do not complicate it more. So that's all from me. You can check my website, yeah, you can have a look in my Instagram, and that's all from me. If you want to, if you wish to, if you need to, contact me, and I wish you all the best, and hopefully we start to be more and more aware and motivated to reconnect with the truth within ourselves. Take care. Thank you.